Hi there, Jamie again. And today I just wanted to quickly talk about how to test your Alexa custom skill. I thought I'd quickly cover a couple of methods available, how you get it done, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first and probably the most popular, just because it's there, it's available and it's easy, is actually using the skill simulator in the developer portal. Super easy to use. You just go to the test section, go over here, go to test simulator beta. I have another video where I sort of show what that is all about, the new test simulator, but for now, we'll give it a shot. So this skill, I believe, the skill invocation name is called Open Skill Demo.
Welcome to Jamie's test skill.
Very
How
good.
can I help?
This is like a virtual echo kind of thing. Like I can say what's the time, I can do all that stuff. Um, and I need to invoke my skills as if I'm using a skill on a normal device. So I said open skill demo. I can do other stuff like I don't even know what this skill does. Give me a call response.
This is me taking a break. Now I will.
So that seems to be working pretty well. You can see over here the JSON generated from that request over here, passing as the input, and the response or the output is over here. This is all connected to my live function. I can also change the language if I want to test one of my other languages available. Also do some manual JSON, write some up if I want, or just copy it over here if I'm lazy. Paste that in over here. You can also change the endpoint if you had multiple endpoints, but for now don't worry about that. Submit that. Very good. You can see the response over here, all the different effects I'm using. Once again, the input, the output. The next most popular way is, using an actual device. And it doesn't work. She'll say something went wrong, or I can't help you with that, or whatever she says. But there's normally two reasons why that problem usually happens. Number one means the skill, because it's not live. Not everyone can enable it on their own accounts. So the skill is still in development, which means if your device is registered to a different account to the account where the skill was developed on, then you know, this skill, or sorry, this device or this account registered to this device won't have access to that in development skill. That's just how it is. I mean, that only makes sense. If you're developing your skill, you don't want everyone to be able to access it, right? You only want everyone to access it once your skill is live. The other issue is you might have a skill. You can see here I've got two languages available for the skill: US English and German. I'm from the UK. My device is registered to the United Kingdom. I don't actually have a language available for the UK, which means if I tested this skill here, it wouldn't work. It's just not available. You can't enable a skill on your account if there isn't a language version compatible with your device. A workaround for both of those issues is super straightforward. If you fill out all of these sections over here and you get 6 green ticks, you'll then have access to the skills beta testing functionality. You can then start a beta test for your skill and invite any account to it, which can then accept the test and then access that in development skill on their device, no matter their locale, which is really useful. And as you can see, test status active. That's kind of how I got this working. I made a skill on one account, and then I invited the account on this device, accepted the test, and that then gives me access. So if I say, Alexa, open skill demo.
Welcome to Jamie's test skill. How can I help?
The final way, for those who have developed with a Lambda function, you can see JG demo skill, all my code over here. I won't get into it now, but assure you it's very nice. You can go to the top right section over here, configure test events. You got the choice now. You can either use the built-in test events that Amazon have so gracefully provided us with. You scroll down, you can do under Alexa. Let's say I wanted to see how Alexa would respond if I invoked it. So you got Alexa start session.
To whom?
You got Alexa start session. If I wanted to see how the skill would respond if I ended it, you got Alexa end session. Let's say I did that. Let's see what would happen if I did Alexa start session. I'll call it start skill event. It just fills in my JSON for me, which is very useful. Hit create. And now you just hit test and we get a green box, which is a good sign. You can hit details. You can see here, this is my response. Welcome to Jamie's test skill. How can I help? Just like before, if you remember, which means it's working. It's a good sign. So that's using one of the built-in ones. You can also make your own ones. So if I do a create new test event again, I'll call it, my own test event. I don't know if you remember, but I copied the JSON from the manual JSON bit over in the skill simulator. Paste that in, hit create. Once again, hit test. And you can see this is me whispering, this is me taking a break with all the, you can see all this SSML stuff I used. Yeah, and that's testing my in development skill, all without leaving the Lambda function where I've written the code, which is, pretty useful, I think. That's just a couple of ways to test your skill. Each have their advantages. I'm sure most people, myself included, just use the skill simulator. It's more than capable. But at the same time, if you do have a device, you will want to, try check it out on there. So, you're still getting the same responses from the device and from the skill simulator and from your, Lambda function. In the end, you're sending out the same thing, and none of these devices are gonna say whatever you're sending back differently. But yeah, that's just a couple of ways to test your Alexa custom skill. Hopefully that was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.